Hi third graders! Here's our math agenda for today. We will continue our work in Unit B and understanding multiplication and division. The first thing we're going to do is review arrays and equal groups. Next, we will practice writing multiplication and division facts that match the array or equal groups. And last, you will have your task work in small groups. Our goal for this lesson is I can write multiplication and division equations to match arrays and equal groups. We are going to begin with a review. What is an array? An array is an arrangement of objects or pictures in rows and columns. Here's an example of array. Who doesn't love cookies? This array has 2 rows, and each row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the multiplication equation that would match this array would be 2 times 6, and our product would be 12. What are equal groups? Equal groups are groups that have the same number of equivalent items. For example, if you look, there are 7 equal groups of stars. All of my stars are equivalent. They are the same size, shape, and color. Each group has a total of 5 yellow stars. There are 7 groups total. So my multiplication equation that is going to match this set of equal groups will be 7 times 5. Our product is 35. One quick way to double check your work would be to skip count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Here is an example of equal groups. If you count how many orange circles there should be a total of 18. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 in this group, 6 in this group, and 6 in this group. If you notice, all of my orange circles are the exact same size and shape. There are 18 total. 6, 12, 18. There are 3 equal groups. So our division equation that will match this set of equal groups would be 18, which is the total number of orange circles, divided by 3, which is the total number of groups, and our quotient is 6. There are 6 in each group. If you remember correctly, 18 in this division equation will be our dividend. Remember, the dividend is the highest number, the number that you're going to need to break up into equal groups. The 3 is the divisor, what you're dividing by. We divided it into 3 equal groups. And 6, like I mentioned, is your quotient. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. Here's another array. This array is made of cubes. There are 4 equal rows, and if we skip count by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. There are 36 total cubes. If I divide the 36 total cubes into 4 equal rows, I will get my quotient, which is 9. Let's double check to make sure there's 9 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 in each row. Do you remember which number will be our dividend? If you said 36, you are correct. Do you remember which number will be our divisor? If you said 4, you are correct. And who remembers which number will be our quotient? Do you remember what a quotient is? The quotient is the answer to a division problem. If you said 9, you're right. Here's a set of equal groups. There are 12 total red stars divided into 4 equal groups. Do you know what our quotient will be? You said that there are 3 in each group. You're right. Related facts. I think you all have a pretty good grasp on what related facts are, so let's test your knowledge. Are you ready? What you're going to think about for each different array or equal group is what are all of the related facts for each array or set of equal groups. Don't forget, there are 2 multiplication equations and 2 division equations for each related fact. So if you have an array, there's going to be 4 total equations that go with that array. If you have equal groups, there are going to be 4 total equations that go with that set of equal groups. What are all the related facts? I'll give you an easy one first. Here's a picture that has 3 bags, and each bag has 5 buttons in it. I think you should be able to figure out this multiplication equation. You said 3 times 5 equals 15. You're right. Does anybody know that other multiplication equation that goes with this array? You said 5 times 3 equals 15. You are also correct. Now we have 2 division equations that go with this array. Remember, your dividend is always going to be the largest number. So, if you look in all of our multiplication equations, 15 is the largest number. So we are going to divide 15 total buttons amongst the 3 different bags. So we have 15 divided by 3. There are 5 buttons in each bag. Can you figure out what the other division equation is that goes with this set of equal groups? If you said 15 divided by 5 equals 3, you are correct. Once again, there are 15 buttons. There are 5 buttons in each bag, and it takes 3 bags to hold the 15 buttons. Here's a real-life array. Can you predict what it might be? If you guessed eggs, you are correct. If you look at the egg carton, there are 2 rows, and each row has 6. I think you should be able to figure out what our multiplication equations are that go with this array. I hope you said 2 times 6 equals 12, and 6 times 2 equals 12. Do you know the division equations that go with this array? 12 divided by 2 equals 6, and 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Here are all of the related facts that go with this egg carton array. Let's see if you can do this one. It's a little trickier. Well, I kind of gave you the answer already pretty quickly. The array shows 4 times 8 equals 32. There are 32 total blue circles divided into the 4 equal groups. I hope you can predict what your division equations will be. Another way to write a multiplication equation that goes with this array would be 8 times 4. Think about if you turned it vertically, what it would represent. Here's one of the division equations that goes with this array. 32 divided by 4 equals 8. And 32 divided by 8 equals 4. Now begins your task work time in small groups. You are going to continue doing the error analysis in your green folders. Once again, don't forget to write your name and take a picture of your work. The next thing you're going to do is your game. You will continue doing addition more, and once again, boys and girls, please remember to keep your voice down and be respectful of others. You will be continuing your work with addition fluency. Once again, don't forget to write your name and take a picture of this one. Your practice page is going to be a little bit different. Today it will not be E43. I will have a separate stack of pages for you to work on. Don't forget, put your name on this one and keep it in your math folder once you're finished. The number of the day, they are on the cabinets in the middle of the pod. If you didn't get to it yesterday, don't worry. I left the same number up there for today. Your teachers will be pulling groups, so please make sure you listen for your name